What's up, guys? It's Coach Rambeer. It is Monday, another phenomenal day. Maybe you've wondered to yourself, hey, why don't I have the motivation to get in shape? Hey, why don't I have the motivation to eat some goddamn broccoli? I want some broccoli, right? But I don't eat it. Instead, when I get home, I eat a pint of Ben & Jerry's. What do you eat when you get home?
Me?
Yeah.
I eat some lean chicken.
He eats some lean chicken. That's good. What do you eat?
Like chips.
Chips. I can't stop eating these chips. These goddamn Takis. I need them. I need them in my life. But you know you want to get healthy, okay? So when you have two opposing things, right? You have a goal and then you have your habits which are, not promoting this goal. That's called ambivalence, okay? And understanding that is a major part of actually making a change happen, right? Because what do you want? You want to become the person who's healthy. You want to become the person who eats vegetables and enjoys them and reaps the rewards of having a healthy, strong body, right? And that's what we do. Our goal is to help people get strong, because you cannot separate health or strength from health, okay? So what do you need to do, okay? Number one, you got to understand that ambivalence, or this like opposing forces, is part of the process. So a great strategy is taking little tiny baby steps, okay? What is the tiniest smallest step that I can take, okay? Step one, accept that having these opposing forces is completely normal, and that's how it works. Like we get to work through this if we want to get to the other side, right? Most people, they're upset, they're frustrated because they just can't stick to it. So they go through what we call the diet and then binge cycle, okay? Where you feel bad, then you start diet, so you get super committed, you get motivated, you start a very strict diet, you stick with it for a little bit maybe, and then it's unsustainable because it's so strict and rigid. Then you have a lapse, and then you feel bad about yourself, and then you just totally give up, and then you binge and you just go crazy, right? And then goes back to you feel bad, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna make a change, get super motivated, so on and so on and so on, and this is where we get people losing and gaining the same 10 to 20 pounds for their entire lives. And I want that to sink in for a little bit. Like, most people go through their entire lives never actually getting even close to what they're capable of. They never feel the way they want to feel or look the way they want to look. All right? And you can totally do that. You can totally look the way you want to look and feel the way you want to feel. Okay? And so step one is realizing that. Step two, like I said, is we're going to pick the smallest change possible. You're not going to be like Mr. Diet Binge guy who's saying, oh, I'm going to change this. I'm going to eat lean chicken. I'm going to eat broccoli. I'm going to never eat some goddamn Takis, right? You're going to say, I'm going to make the smallest change. What is the smallest change? It might be, I'm going to start drinking a gallon of water every day, right? And you might set that up by saying, hey, by 12 o'clock noon, I'm going to have drank, three bottles of water or 3 glasses of water, or maybe I'll drink one of these guys, which is 1.5 liters, which is a little less than a half gallon. Baby steps, okay? So that's step two. Commit to the smallest, teensiest, itty-bittiest change possible. And then be consistent with it, okay? And this is how we get ourselves to change. No, we don't know, there's not a lot of people who immediately decide, oh, I want to change this, and it's done, right? We all go through this period of, hey, I'm going to, Sincere, come in. We got a special guest here today, guys. Sincere is gonna have a seat. Have a seat. A perfect person, actually, for this discussion. And also a little bit clumsy, but that's okay. That's just really expensive equipment.
I'm sorry.
It's okay,
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Sorry.
So, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Awesome.
Good. So what I want to ask you is, tell me a little bit about your health and fitness journey over the last couple of years. And by the way, I just want to mention that you've been killing it over the last,
July. Since
so about
July.
6 months.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's very, very obvious. You are looking different. You always had high energy. Your strength is going up. All this amazing stuff. So, what was the difference in the last 6 months that got you to kind of change versus kind of your journey over the last, at least since I've known you, 5 or 6 years?
Wow.
Not working out.
Well, I think coming in San Jose Barbell gave me that confidence to, yeah, you can do it. You can always make time for the things that you want to do, especially with the changes that you want to make for your body and your health to not only look good but feel better about yourself.
What was but you always, didn't you always wanted to accomplish this goal, right?
Yeah.
So what changed for you that you were like, you know what, no, I'm going to do it now? Because now you've been super consistent.
Because, well, first thing I was like, okay, I'm getting married next year. I have to be in shape. I want to have sexy arms just like Ramvir's.
Hey!
Yeah.
Sexy arm boy!
Sexy arm, yeah.
I still
Anyways.
don't know if I should take that as a compliment.
That compliment.
Or I have girly arms.
Both.
Or both.
Well, yeah.
We'll do both.
Yeah. Anyways, but I think so. Ever since I come here to that was my first mindset coming in here. But then, but as much as I was coming in here, I developed that this is a great gym to go to because I feel like I'm a part of the family and community that you guys always share with everyone. But I just like coming in here. I just feel welcome and I just feel comfortable and it's a lot of fun being in here.
So that's a really good point. Another thing that is key to making so let me fill you in on what I was talking about.
Sorry,
It's
walked
how
in.
to. No, it's perfect though, because what I was talking about was how do you actually change? Because everybody knows, there's not a person who would not say, oh yeah, I would like to look, lose body fat and feel better and have more energy and create healthier habits. There's not a person who would say, oh no, yeah, I don't want those things.
Right.
But virtually nobody successfully accomplishes that, and the people that do, they kind of go back and forth in this cycle. Lose some weight, gain some weight, lose a little bit of weight, and they go their entire lives like that. So that's kind of what I was talking about. What other areas of your life has it affected to be stronger, have more energy and being and making healthier decisions just in general?
I think, like I said, just coming in here 2 or 3 times a week, or at least 2 times a week, it gives me that positive energy, and just being around the, positive community that gives me that mindset where life is better. It's not always negative, and it's not always I'm gonna eat crappy food, or oh, it's so depressing today. You guys always give us these preachings where I don't know, is that a word? Preach, yeah. Where it's oh, you guys can do this, anything motivational and inspirational. So that's what I like. That's actually one of the things why I like coming in here, because not everyone knows what everyone is going through, but these little things kind of make it kind of touches you, oh, at least someone understands me in a way where oh yeah, I'm having a tough time in my life outside, but then coming in here, it's just oh, they don't know, but they know how to make you feel better, and not only physically, but your whole entirety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's That's it. Bless you.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
We're trying to talk here. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Bless you. So what? That's a very, very key part of like creating change is intentional communities.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people overlook that because they're always like,
Late.
well, well, no, like late is better than never. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like a lot of people say, oh yeah, I'll do it on my own, or like.
Yeah, I tried doing that actually with Coach Josh. I'll be like, oh, I missed today. I'm gonna go walk my dog, but it's not the same because it's not like, okay, he's not watching me do what I'm doing. Am I doing it right? And you know, it's just different, just being here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always so. If you're trying to make that change, one of the things that I want to say is like go find, whether it's at San Jose Barbell, whether it's anywhere else, whether it's an online version, like find a community of people who are positive, and like you said, like everybody is going through something,
Right.
you know, and just knowing that other people have, you know, accomplished and succeeded through tough times and tough situations, gives a lot of like, it gives you a lot of motivation, encouragement, and you're like, okay, well, I can do this too.
Yeah.
And that's better than what, you know, most people do in most, you know, communities and environments where everything is just negative. Like, I'll tell you, one of the things that I hate, I can't stand being around this, is like things like, oh, I gotta go to work today, it's Monday. Like, I can't be around that.
Right.
Because it affects you, like no matter what, it affects you.
Ripple effect of energy. Yeah.
Favorite coach at San Jose Barbell?
Well.
Just kidding, you don't. We all know the answer to that. We don't need to. We won't put you on the spot like that.
Coach Josh. What? Oh.
Coach Josh. We'll go with Coach Josh.
Okay. He's
but
been helping me a lot.
what's your favorite thing about Coach Josh? Other
I
than
would
the
show you,
biceps.
but
Other than biceps.
he is very like oh, you could do this, or he's just one of the best coaches I know. Just him. I'm just kidding. No, and he's I don't know. I mean, he's never like negative, and he's always like, yeah, you can do this, or like if you can't do, like he's just positive.
Yeah, there's always a way. So now I have a very important question for you. Why are you laughing?
It's the Christmas movie, isn't it?
What Christmas?
Why are you ruining the question, Tori?
Is it a Christmas?
If you guys watch the video, it wouldn't be ruined. Watch all our other videos and you'll know which question it is automatically.
What is the best Christmas movie of all time? There's a correct answer.
A Christmas Story? What? I double dare you? What?
It's good. It's not the greatest.
Okay, what is it then?
Guess.
Well, hold on. What year are they? 'Cause
1995.
oh man,
The year I was in second grade.
I was in the Philippines.
No, fifth grade.
I was,
You were in the Philippines?
Yeah. Is it a Filipino movie?
No,
I'm just
it's
kidding.
not.
What is it then?
Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and
God, you
Sinbad.
gotta see it, bro. Come on.
Have you
I know
guys
who
seen it?
Sinbad is.
No,
Who's
he's been
Sinbad?
asking
Sinbad.
this question since like legitimately the beginning of December. Every video, he has it in there.
Give Elf a chance, man.
And no one ever knows it. I don't feel like I remember they watching
I know
it.
who.
What that? Hey, to be great is to be misunderstood. Waldo Emerson, Self-Reliance. Okay, this is a great book.
Plug, you can get
should
it at
make
your local person.
You can also get it at the Amazon.
No, you can't! Cut that
Wow, man.
Snip,
So Coach Josh also is a great highlighter. But hey, I will say but I will say this that
Coach LJ in the building.
Coach LJ is in the house. The birthday boy's in the house. Why don't you have a seat?
Have a
Why don't
seat
you
right
have
here. Make here, right here.
All three of you guys.
No, you have to stay here. You're not done yet.
Oh, okay. Great.
But you know, although
You
the
said-
entire page is highlighted, The good thing is that this literally is like chocolate. Coach Josh, bring it in! Bring it in!
Surprise! Yes.
We're just admiring how much you're so good at highlighting.
I thought we were supposed to talk at a certain level.
Oh,
I use
are
my
we?
beach
We're
as
not
my
recording right now. It's not connected.
So
Just kidding.
the question
I was like talking so good. I'm just kidding.
the question at hand is, what is the greatest Christmas movie of all time?
Josh, you're not in
And
the
we
frame.
The elf.
we
The elf, yeah.
The Elf is good, but
cute.
it is not the greatest
Great.
Christmas movie.
It's not great. Okay.
It's called Elf, not the Elf.
Wait, what is-
No, but
Elf.
so here's the next question. What is the greatest Christmas song of all time?
I know
Rudolph
that
the
one.
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
What?
I know that one.
This one,
Commented.
there's a little bit more of a leeway. So
Jingle bells.
is that a question?
Jingle bells.
This is not
There we
Jeopardy.
go.
What is Jingle Bells?
What is it?
Well,
I like that one.
that's a good song.
For me, I love Silent Night.
Silent Night.
I like that one song where it goes.
I see.
And Nutcracker song.
I think that's the Nutcracker. What's
Oh.
the favorite song?
Is it?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
We got Rudolph and the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rambier, what? Rudolph the Red? I'm just kidding, go ahead. You!
The correct answer is I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
I knew it.
Have you heard that?
Go well. How does it go?
Yeah.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. I don't want a train or a rinky-dinky toy. All I want is a hippopotamus, oh boy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
I'm just gonna overlay the track in there so people know.
So that's how it goes.
But it's legit like that. That was amazing.
Awesome. So
Mixtape coming
thank
soon.
you for coming by and bringing us cake and celebrating Coach Aljay's birthday. Like I said, guys, 2 big keys. One of them from Sincere, one of them from me. It was intentional communities. Put yourself around people who are going to be positive and encouraging, like Coach Josh.
Yeah.
Oh! And then the other thing was create the smallest change that you can commit to, and then do that every day. Don't try to do everything all at once.